Hi everybody, Mike here. Just like to make a quick video to answer your poll questions from a week and a half ago or so. But I want to make two real quick announcements before I start. The first one is that people sometimes ask about late work. I'm always happy to take late work until the last week or so. The last week gets too busy and it's hard to fit in, but prior to that, I'm pretty happy to take late work. If it's weeks late, I will mark you off. If it's a few days late, I don't really care that much. Just, be careful. It's a short semester. The second announcement is I always have office hours available on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday afternoons. Just text or email me. I can slot you right in if you want to chat. And if you need a different time or day that won't work for you, with a little bit of warning, I can pretty much do any time or day. Okay? So the first question up there is what made me interested in philosophy? I get this one a lot, and it's probably two things. The first one was when I was a kid. I was from Massachusetts, and the book that they hand you in class there when you're in high school is Walden from Thoreau. Walden Pond is just outside of Boston, and it's a famous transcendental work from that area. And so, usually this book that they hand you, people hate, but I loved it. I don't know why, but I just loved it. And that was probably the first thing. A couple years later, I actually met a philosophy professor. And then he became a family friend, and I knew him for years. And probably those two things together put it in my head. Now, I didn't go back for philosophy till many, many years later, but that's probably what got me interested. Um, Questions like, am I dreaming right now, are, I think, unanswerable. And for that reason, not super important. It's really, I think, impossible to say. If I'm dreaming or not, I don't know how I would know. So I don't know. Um, so I grew up Roman Catholic. I went to Catholic high school. I went to Boston College, which is a pretty famous Jesuit Catholic college. But I am not religious at all. If you want to know my philosophy, it's pragmatism, American pragmatism. If you want to know a little bit more about that, go Google John Dewey. John Dewey is probably my favorite in that area. If you want to know more, you're going to have to message. It'll take way too long to talk about. But it is connected to the next question, which is a really good one. And I really do think democracy should integrate into every part of life. But I do think that there's a problem. There's a definite tension between capitalism, which does not care about democracy, although it can work within a democracy, but isn't made for democracy. It can also work in an authoritarian country like China. Um, but I think there is definitely a tension there, and I'm not super confident that this is going to work out well. So there's that. And if you want to know my philosophy of life, you kind of have it right up there. I really do think democracy should permeate every part of life. Now, this is an idea from John Dewey, who I mentioned earlier. And what this means is that rather than just going and voting once or twice a year and then that's it, if you even do that, democracy should be in the workplace. Democracy should be in the family. Democracy should be in politics as well, of course, social life and culture. Um, More democracy would be the solution. Now, of course, our country is going in the exact opposite way. If you want to talk about that, I'm happy to chat about it, although it's extremely upsetting and very depressing. But still, happy to talk about it if you want. If you have more questions, I'm always happy to answer pretty much anything about anything. And remember my two quick announcements. Office hours, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If you need them, just let me know. If you want to pursue more questions. And also, happy to take late work up until the last week. Okay? I'll see you in a week or two. I'll make another video. Take care.